How y'all doing today? Alright, we're going to try something a little bit different today, and we will see if this airs. I'm going to, I think a while back, actually a good while back, well over a year ago, I think I did a video on making coconut milk. No, I know I did a video on making coconut milk. And it was at a friend's house, and she pretty much did it all, and she made it in the Vitamix. So I've just been thinking lately, will my Nutribullet, I was watching something the other night and somebody was just talking about coconut milk and it just got sounding really good, so I want to make some. So I'm like, will the Nutribullet cut it? If it does, I might start doing this regularly. Now, I've got two instruments of death today where we could lose fingers. Machete, kachik, always dangerous when somebody like me uses tools. And the ball peen hammer, because basically this is probably not going to be pretty. I'm just trying to get them open, then I'm going to get the meat out of them. So, I mean, if I was a little bit more adept at my machete skill, I'd be able to do something like that, but I could just as easily take off a thumb or a finger. Also, I'm not terribly familiar with these brown coconuts. Usually I get the green ones. Alright, that's not working very well, so we're just gonna, and this could make a mess. I'm trying to save the coconut water. I mean, I usually, it's not a big deal not to use the coconut water. I'm just going to use good filtered water, but it's nice if it's a bonus if you can. So there we go. I've got a nice little bowl there. Actually, that hammer works better. Not a lot of water in this one. Oh, but there's plenty of good fat meat though. I should have seen. See, look at this good. Look at this good big thick coconut meat. That one didn't open quite as good, but it's got plenty of coconut meat on it. Alright, I thought you guys would just enjoy seeing me open up the coconuts in my brutish fashion that I do. I'm going to go, this is going to be a little bit more tedious. There's no need to watch me do this. I'm going to work on this a little bit more, and I'm going to work on getting the coconut out of the husk. And I will be back to you when I have the coconut meat ready. Alright, we're back. That wasn't really that time efficient, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. I got the hang of it a little bit as I went. So, got about this much coconut meat in there. And yeah, what you see there, some of the brown, I'm hoping that'll strain out. That is some of the, there's like the harder outer shell, but even when you pry it out, there's like a little thin layer in there. Ended up and just drank the coconut water, but because it doesn't really matter with coconut milk if you actually use the coconut water, but we're just going to see. Like I say, this is brand new. You might see the, we might see the meltdown of my Nutribullet. Oops, forgot one thing. Be right back. Forgot to talk to the Nutribullet. Can't forget that. Nutribullet doesn't slide off my tongue. Maybe I'm trying to subliminally have somebody send me a Vitamix. I keep wanting to say Vitamix, but Nutribullet. And actually, you know, I'm starting to enjoy this Nutribullet. It's not big enough for me, not big enough for my normal smoothies, but they're so quick and it made the consistency I like. So far I'm really liking this. I was a little bit hesitant. I didn't use it at first. All right, this is it. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Let's hope I don't blow this up because I don't even have my cheapo blender right now. Now that didn't sound good, but let's see what's going on here. It could also be, I'm still figuring this thing out. Sometimes I do not put the lid on quite tight enough. So let's give that a try, but I want to be careful because even if the milk doesn't come out good, I don't want to sacrifice, I'm not going to push it to the brink. In other words, she might die just because I'm being, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this, but those little pieces of coconut don't seem that hard. I mean, so let's see. Let's see what happens. Because this is going to be worth it. I don't know why. Coconut milk blows almond milk out the door. All right, we're going to see what's what here. And we're going to have to use a little MacGyver because there was something else. I thought, you know, obviously I don't cook here. But I was thinking I had seen a strainer before, like a good metal one. So basically what I had to do, so some of y'all that are a little bit more concerned with sanitary things than me might want to turn your heads. This is just some old screen I had under my sink over here. I cleaned it up just a little bit, rinsed it off, and I'm going to see if this will do. Because you don't really need, like when I've watched my friend make this before, you don't really need a nut bag for this. I'm sure it would work just fine, but this doesn't seem to take a whole lot of fancy stuff to make it. Let's see. Now I'm going to do what I can do today. I'm going to squeeze this and pour a little at a time, or I may not. This screen even wants to fall apart. That was a key component I really just thought I had. I'm going to try to do this without making too much mess. Going to have to use another one. I cut two just in case. That one didn't turn out too good. It seems like it's this stuff isn't in the best shape. Alright, I'm going to be back to you guys in just a little bit because I'm going to have to cut another one. I'm going to have to even MacGyver a little bit more because those screens are not all that. They're just coming apart. But it's working little by little, so I just need to cut a couple more pieces. And then just figuring it out, the next time I will, I'll have something. I'll have a good strainer, but I'm still going to have to figure out how tough that is on my Nutribullet. So I'll be back to you guys in just a bit. Alright. Now, you know what, I halfway thought about, like, okay, this episode's been kind of ghetto, and I don't have, you know, I'm kind of just limping along with my stuff, but that's kind of how I do it, and I like to show, like, even how anybody can pretty much stumble along and get this stuff done. This is much easier, you're going to have to admit, this is much easier and much cheaper than making almond milk. If I'd had all my stuff down and I had a little bit more coconut, that's less than $2 worth of coconut. I don't know how it works out to, but it's definitely cheaper than for me making almond milk. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this and appreciate it, but right on the top of there, I remember this the last time when my friend made some, there's like a skim on the top. That's the cream. That's the best of the best. Now, this made, oh God, this is in that old metric system, which us Americans aren't that good at. Actually, I'm pretty decent at it. Oh, it has it too. So this is about 20 ounces of coconut milk. So it was worth the time, definitely worth the time for me to check. I'll have something maybe good for my smoothie tomorrow. Now is the moment of truth. How does this bad boy taste? Nice bouquet. Good stuff. Good stuff for the maiden run. Like I say, what I just wanted to do today, I've been telling myself, I've told you guys I'm lazy, lazy, lazy. I procrastinate. I say I'm going to do things. And now with my time running down, about to be, you know, to be my own here soon, I'm going to start doing more of these things. So today was just a maiden voyage to see how easy this would be. I'll have my game down a little bit better next time I make it. I'll probably put a little bit more maybe a little bit more coconut, my process will get better. But yeah, I think I mean, it's here. I live in the land of coconuts, so why am I not making more coconut milk? Coconut milk is the stuff. Watched this video last night. Really impressed with this young kid. He's like 19 years old. He's an Aussie from Australia. He was on Evan. You know, Evan changes his name. I know Evan. Is it Evan Rock? But he was on there and he did a little impromptu interview with him. And this kid's like been raw vegan since he was 19 years old. Great health and amazing health. Looks good, looks healthy. And he just got talking about coconuts, about how coconuts is almost the perfect food. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking advantage. So I have to take advantage more. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this little how to make coconut milk today. It's that easy if you can find, I mean, if you got Vitamixes or even a halfway, I think it can be made in even a cheapo blender, but you see, if you just even got access to coconuts, you just got to get that meat out and you can make fresh coconut milk that is better than anything that comes in a container of any of the name brands. This is the stuff. Anyhow, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and one more day and it's the weekend. Woohoo! See you guys. Peace.